just in my ears. Hello. Okay, now I'm high. Yeah.
All right, everybody, what's going on? It's Drew. It's the Drinking with Drew show. We are live. It's December 17th. I was about to say November. So it's just me and Laura tonight, but we have a good show for you coming up. We have wieners in the house. Since there's nobody here, we let the wieners run wild. So if you hear a little patty pat pat in the background, that's because there are 3 wieners running around the studio. So,
or if you hear a crash.
That's true.
Hopefully not.
You might hear a crash. Might hear something going on involving wieners getting involved into something in the studio that they should not be doing. We'll try to get them on camera occasionally, but they don't come in here often at all, really. So they're sniffing, and even Shmoo, the cat, is in here. So we're not really sure what is going to happen tonight, but we're going to have a good show. Either way, Joe is out of town. Pajama Joe is up in New York. Jay is out of town. Jason Stallworth and Brad Mader are actually in studio at Jason's house working on a special project for the Drinking with Drew show. So we're going to have that coming up in early 2025. I'm crossing my fingers. And
But the 2 of them will be back next week.
They will be back next week. We're doing a special Christmas Eve show next week. So be sure to tune into that. We're sure you're going to be drinking some eggnog, probably a little drunk, maybe opening some presents early. Who knows? But be sure to tune in to the Drinking with Drew show next week, Tuesday evening. We will still be doing a show. So with that being said, Laura, I don't even have a drink right now. Laura wanted to go to Glory Days before the show started, which we did. So I'm already 3 beers in due to us eating early from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock at Glory Days. So we just walked in. I rushed to get the studio together, get everything prepped up. And here we are. So I need a beer. I need to go get a beer. So we'll be doing that. I'll get a beer out of the studio fridge, and then we're going to get rocking. But my name's Drew, and I will be drinking. And now from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs.
Okay, guys. Drew is setting up for a little special show for you. A little bit of
It's not a special show. It's just...
It is. You're showing off your goods.
I'm going to be doing part of the show from this side of the room tonight, so...
Well, I hope you don't need to change the computer stuff at all.
No. You got all that taken care of, so...
I got cameras. That's it.
All right, so tonight we're going to discuss a few things. Laura has the official pamphlet. She's going to be reading off some stuff. But I wanted to talk about a few things. First off, Laura.
Yo.
Pros and cons of a throuple.
Why don't you
Throuple.
Hello, Willie Jackson. He's in the comments.
What's up, Willie Jackson?
Why don't you mansplain?
Go ahead.
Why don't you mansplain your pros and cons? Like you said you were going to.
So you have a mortgage. 2 people pay a mortgage. Now 3 people pay a mortgage.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, we're going to do it one by one?
No,
okay.
here's the question. What's your throuple?
Oh, we can talk about that in a minute.
No, I'm not asking. I'm not asking who you want as a throuple. Oh. I'm saying in your pro cons list that you were created, I'm assuming it's a 1 guy, 2 girls.
Of course.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
Nobody wants 2 wieners in a room.
We got 4 right now.
We do have 3 wieners, but 4 including mine. But those wieners do not count, by the way. If they did, then we would. If they're paying rent, I would be like, yeah, cool, they count, but they're not paying rent.
There's a lot of like staticky sound.
Well, that's because the amp is on like high def right now. It's on it's on metal.
Gotcha.
Is it too much to deal with?
I mean, I hear a lot of static.
Is this mic on? Make sure that mic's off.
They're off. The only ones that are on are mine and yours right now.
And this one.
Yeah, okay. Mine and yours.
Okay. So half your rent is going from paying by 2 to pay by 3. Your yard work is going and chores in general. You have now 3 people to deal with the chores. That's always a good thing.
In your case, it would be 2 people because you don't do shit. You do yard work when you want to. Oh, you're just going to silence me with your guitar playing?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. I do a lot around the house. First off, I wake up every morning. I feed the fish. I pick up poo where needed. I mop the floors. Okay,
just go on with your list of mansplaining the other stuff.
Yeah, I do yard work. Tons of yard work because we fired the lawn guy. And recently we fired the pest control people, so we'll be doing pest control. Oh, shit.
He found another.
Georgie
found another one.
So Georgie has a
ball obsession.
A ball obsession, and it's specifically a squeaky toy. And we have several throughout the house. And we removed the squeaky toy from his possession before the show started because we didn't want squeaky, squeaky, squeaky in the back of the show.
But he's so fucking smart.
And he went out and he grabbed a new one that he found, and now he's going to be squeaky, squeaky, squeaking. So
at least it's lower than the other one. Okay, back to your mansplain.
Okay.
Back to your mansplain.
I think overall, a throuple is a more communicative situation to where you could have better communication. You have more social and like a more social environment instead of 2 people going out. It's 3 people. You can share clothing ideas and go shopping together. You know, there's a lot of things involved. Now, I will say this. A man cannot bring a woman into the throuple. It has to be the woman picking out the other woman. Because here's the thing. You would never, if I don't care who it was, if I went out and picked a woman to bring into a throuple, you'd be like, no. So you would have to be the one to find a lady that you respected, that you thought was attractive, that you thought would meet the throuple requirements, and bring her into the relationship as the throupless. Throuple. Am I right?
Well, you gonna let me answer? Or are you just gonna play your guitar?
Go ahead.
Well, so here's another question. Would it be a bisexual person bringing in, or would you just assume that it's just yours to play?
I mean, that...
Or would it just be a straight up lesbian and fuck you? And fuck me.
I think preferably they would need to be a bisexual female because you would want to play with them. She would want to play with you. I would hope she'd want to play with me, although I'm very old and my balls do sag. But possibly, let's just assume she'd want to play with either one of us. And she just wanted to do chores and pay half the bills.
That's called being a roommate.
That's a roommate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We can't have a roommate.
But no, I think just to fulfill the definition of a throuple, they would have to tickle the balls every once in a while, pinch your nipples, something like that.
Okay, what's the cons? So pretty much what you're saying. So far, what you said for your pros.
Cons. You're the one that's going to bring up the cons.
So far, what you said for the pros are just splitting the adult responsibilities.
Well, and communication, social activities.
If you ask me, communication would be harder because you are terrible at communicating. So it would be the 2 women communicating because preferably somebody would be picked that could communicate, and then you would just be sitting there all gruff in the corner. You don't communicate very well. Like on here,
maybe
you do.
that's what I need.
Because you do content.
Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need a third person to bring it out.
It's called a therapist. That's my throuple. I want a therapist. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Okay, what's your cons list? You got to have a cons. You said pros and cons.
No, I don't. I have no cons. You're the one that's supposed to bring up the cons.
So you have to buy twice the gifts. So that's more money out of your pocket. You have to deal with twice the hormones.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to increase the amount of orgasms I have. So that's more of a plus on you. So you would get the benefits of that, actually.
Did I say orgasm? I said gifts.
I think you said orgasm.
No, I didn't.
I could have swore I heard the word orgasms.
I said gifts and hormones.
Hormones, exactly.
No, I said hormones, not orgasms. I'm talking about
same thing.
Monthlies and just off the rails. And, you know, women have their moments. Men do too, but men don't like to talk about them.
I mean, I think that would be worth the trade.
It'd be worth the trade for you to have zero more orgasms. What happens
if you have a female roommate, two female roommates? You still have the hormones around.
Right, but it's not your shit to deal with.
Am I dealing with your shit?
No, because I keep it away from you because you can't handle my shit. What are you guys doing?
I don't think that's a negative, though. I think that the pros outweigh the cons in that situation.
No, sir.
Now, would the throuple work from home, or would they have to have a job? Throuple.
Out of the house.
Like they work in Boston or something?
Sure, they could be long distance.
Hey, we're getting somewhere. She's agreed to a long
Preferably
distance
prison for a life term.
No, that's not good. So again, you would have to find somebody you respect, because I think that's more the problem, is you think I'm bringing in some weirdo that I'm going to run away with and leave you behind. I think that's the biggest issue as a throuple, is like jealousy. And you would,
so did you just find a con? You just found a con.
Well, jealousy is a common thing with threesomes and all that shit. So you would have to feel really confident the fact that that person is not going to, like, they're definitely not going to steal me away. I mean, I'm old and decrepit, so if anything, they would steal you away, and I'd be left holding my bag, literally.
You mean your saggy bag?
My saggy bag.
Wolf, go lay down. He stepped out of view. He is plugging in more cameras in the studio so that you can see the pups as they roam around. Actually, just when they get, stationary, since they're in seats when they're in blankets. So he's trying to get some lights in here and more cameras going.
Did that work?
Yeah, that works. It's too high, but it works.
Is it too high?
It's too high. I literally see the top of George's head. There you go. Oh, no. You're crazy. Crazy, yep. Now over towards you. More you. More you. More you. More you. Okay, there you go. Good. There he is. Little George!
Right. Okay. Adjustments on the fly here.
Yep. Well, that's our regular routine.
Oh, I can't hear you anymore. What did I do?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, you can't hear me anymore? You probably messed with...
Oh, there you are.
There, yeah. Those headphones are really finicky on those chairs.
Now I have to know what our guests are doing every weekend dealing with this.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we at on this?
What, on the pamphlet
in prison in Boston? That's what your recommendation was.
Yes.
Oh, just lost my strap. I need to put Brad Mader's strap back on.
You want Brad Mader's strap on?
Well, he got me a Dean strap, and when Jason...
Is it Dean's shape?
Well, it's a Dean strap. It says Dean on it, but when Jason redid my guitar...
Are you missing my strap-on jokes?
No, I'm just bypassing them really quick to explain what's going on. I do have a Dean strap, but it got swapped out somehow when I gave my guitar away to get restrung. Anywho, who's on the chats right now?
We got Willie Jackson. He's enjoying the fur babes. We don't have Lisa. We don't have Keller. We don't have Pajama Joe. Look at little Porge with his ball. The noisemakers on the screen.
Georgie's wanting me to throw his ball.
Yeah. You want to go to the next, another item on the pamphlet?
No, we haven't even scratched the surface on this other one.
Okay, then keep talking instead of strumming your little guitar.
That's why I'm up here. I'm strumming and talking. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, talk.
We're waiting for some people to sign in. Lisa's on her way home.
Okay. If anybody wants to put their input in the comments, we got some people watching. And we're talking about a throuple situation, which he just likes to throw out there occasionally.
I will say this.
I think every guy throws it out there occasionally, but
they would have to have a B cup. Maybe a C cup, but maybe a B cup.
Well, if you listen to the chick at Victoria's Secret, that's exactly what I have.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just a lot for like 2 H cups. I think I might be overboard and overloaded. So I think I'd have to have a B cup.
So now you're not going to pros and cons. Now you're creating a list.
No, I'm just giving an ideal person. Like you were obviously going to be the one to have to pick the person out. So, but I'm just saying from a logistical standpoint, like even 3 people in the shower, if they had the same size cup as you, I wouldn't be able to get in the shower.
We don't have a shower in this house that would hold 3 people.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It'd be tight, but it could happen. Monty's already wanting to go to sleep.
Perfect.
But yeah, I think, and I already talked to Brian Kane about remodeling the bathroom anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I don't want to play anything I know, like really popular. I was about to play Metallica, but then I'll get banned, and we'll get a copyright notice.
Well, jam out some original shit.
I gotta go. I gotta dig back.
You gotta listen. You gotta think back to when Jason was Mr. Miyagi in your ass, and he was trying to get you to do some new stuff.
Well, that would require me to take some mushrooms, go back to the days when I was 15 years old. Porge, you got to put that ball down. Seriously. Seriously. The people who are listening to this on the podcast, the audio version of the podcast, are really going to hate what they're listening to.
They're going to think it's cute, though.
No, they're going to listen to it and immediately turn it off.
Nah. They're going to see those faces.
I mean, can you hear the meter pinging? Can you see the meter pinging when he's chewing on it? And
we'll let him. I'll let you know when he pings again or when he squeaks again.
I mean, I can hear it so loud.
It's no louder than us talking.
That's terrible.
It's no. I mean, my voice is one level into the yellow, and everything else is in the green.
All right.
You gonna take it? You gonna give it a rest? Oh, you're gonna go pee. Okay. Well. Oh, he's trying to fix the he's trying to fix the amp or whatever it's called. The big speaker thingy. And he's going pee. Thank God I don't have a cup for him to pee in today or a bucket. So he definitely needs to use the toilet. We now have Shmoo in house. Shmoo, turn around. Let everyone see your face. That's Shmoo. Wolfie's in here too somewhere. He's just hiding. Oh, he's hiding behind me. Yep. So I'm going to go to the next thing on the list.
No.
Oh, man. We've already taken one. He's going to lose his mind again. He's going to jump on that table. You coming back here? Okay. I'll give you the camera.
All right.
Done jamming.
Well, for now. For now, we're done squeaking balls, done playing the guitar. Gonna try to get back to some normalcy here as much as we can. Willie Jackson, have I met? I'm curious if I've met you somewhere. Very possible. Not sure. I know a lot of people by street names, nicknames, Facebook names. Anything's possible. So yeah, continuing on with Throupleness, I think that you would have to meet somebody and bring them into like an introduction situation.
That's how all thruples work.
No, but I couldn't bring him in. That's
right.
That's my point. I couldn't say, hey, here's this chick that I think is cool, because you would immediately get jealous. So you would have to be like the one that'd be like, okay, this is a girl. I respect her. I trust her. I know she's not going to like screw me over kind of thing. But you don't know anybody like that.
No.
Like you don't trust anybody.
No.
So
it's called living a hard childhood.
Oh, so Willie Jackson, Jack's Smoke Shack in Apollo Beach. So he's local. Cool, man.
Oh, hello.
Very cool. Very nice. So, we'll,
yes, Keller, he did just use the toilet. Keller's in the comments too.
I did, Keller. Yes, I did.
Sorry, Willie. That's a big part of the show, because a few episodes ago, Drew peed in one of my cups because he didn't want to get up and pee in the middle of the show. So,
right.
Yeah.
So very cool, man. We have a local in the house. Good to see that. Jack Smoke Shack, Apollo Beach. So I think that you could meet somebody if you got out more on your own. Like you can't meet, and you can't go out and meet somebody. You would have to go out on your own, maybe with your sister or somebody like that. And then bring
that's
somebody
funny.
Like you guys go to Ybor or you go to the casino, and then you like meet somebody, and then you're like, oh, okay. No. Okay.
Well, you said my sister, and my sister would literally probably have me institutionalized if I said, oh, the point of me going out tonight is to try and meet somebody to bring into our relationship. She would be like,
well, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, she would literally have me Baker acted.
Well, if she knew half,
she would also never be caught dead in Ybor. And I probably would not trust anyone from Ybor to do anything like what you're talking about.
I mean, everybody goes to Ybor at least once or twice in their life, right? Maybe you get somebody on a good night. I don't know. I think there's more pros to cons. It's all good. Keller. Lisa should be on soon. I think Brad and Jason are going to pop on in a little bit. I think Brian's on. My buddy Brian, he texted me before the show. Maybe Brian and Kerry are on.
We got some people watching. You're writing all over me. We have people watching. They're just not commenting.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They don't have to comment. I don't want to force them to come out of the closet. Okay. We're going to come back to the throuple. I'm not done with it. I'm not done with it. All right. So an OnlyFans model. All right. So she did the sex with, I think her plan was to do it with 1,000 men in one day. She only made it to 100.
Well, no, she was.
Or is that somebody else?
She was kind of like, you have to train for a marathon.
Oh, she was training?
She was training. So she was starting with 100.
Okay.
So that she could kind of get the feel for it, if you will. She succeeded, but she had this whole crying episode.
Okay. Well, they're saying the men are also regretting it, which I just don't buy that.
So there's two articles that you recently posted after the initial conversation a few weeks back about her wanting to hit the 1,000 mark. So then the first article that came out was her after she did the 100, and her having like the crying session because she said it was just so, there was like no connection. It was just emotionless. She was like a robot. She said she blacked out for most of it. And then the one that you're talking about is the newer one where it says that men are just so lonely, they would be willing to go screw pretty much. I mean, she calls herself a sex worker, an OnlyFans model, like, you know, 'cause she does it all online. And then obviously now doing more, but they're saying that the men are lonely and that's the reason why they did it. But I'll tell you my take from the 2 articles that I read. Why are you changing my voice?
I'm not.
You just did.
No.
So here's my take out of the 2 articles. The first article where they were talking to the woman and she was saying she was crying. She was upset about it. She's not going to do the 1,000. I can guarantee she's going to back out. But my takeaway from the whole article, she said that she only remembers 7, 8, maybe 10 of the guys. She kind of blacked out for everything else. My takeaway is that means that less than 10% of men that you sleep with are memorable. I'm just saying, step up your game, men.
When you're
step
breaking
up your game.
No, when you're doing 100, I mean, I think that's when you're doing 100 men. I don't think you can remember hardly any of them.
I don't know.
And are you sober is she sober when she's doing this?
I'm assuming she's sober-ish.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I'm trying to get audio. Oh, it's not giving me audio right now.
Yeah, because your Bluetooth is on.
No. Okay. Anywho, I don't think she was sober, but who knows? Maybe she's a porn star, right? So maybe that's her thing. Maybe that's what she does. Cough.
I know.
Jesus
I need
Christ.
water, and this is the one night that we don't have drinks in here. She's an OnlyFans model. She calls herself a sex worker because of this stuff. She calls herself a porn star. So it just depends on what activity she's doing. But she calls herself all of the names. So it's not like you would be insulting her if you called her like, well, maybe a hooker. I don't know if that's the derogatory term for sex worker. I don't know if they care, but she does it all.
Okay. Are we back up here?
No, but your zipper's down.
Yeah. Am I on mute?
Yeah, you are. Here, I'll put you on.
Okay. We're here.
Yep.
My buckle. All right.
You don't have your cocky buckle on.
I don't. I did get a new belt buckle, so I'll be wearing that soon. We had made a trip down to St. Pete over the weekend.
Wendy's Closet.
Wendy's Closet. It was actually a pretty cool place. We've been there several times. Get a lot of Harley Davidson belt buckles down there. And yeah. You want me to get you a drink out of the fridge?
If there's one, I'll drink. Sure.
I doubt it.
Thank you. Oh, look, we have to. Oh, Wolfie's so low you can't see him.
How about a Truly?
That'll work. Maybe, hopefully. Yep. There's a wiener in those blankets.
You can't see him?
No. Now you can. Because he's poked his little head up. That'll work. Yep. There you go. Now it's too high.
Well, I can't stay. I can't sit there and hold it.
I get what you're saying. I thought you were fixing it.
All right, so she does 100 men, and now they're saying the men are regretting sleeping with her, and I just don't buy it. What are they regretting? They know what they're getting into. Like,
right.
They're fucking an OnlyFans model, just so they're like part of, and they're not even part of the official score. Like, they're part of the training.
Right.
You know, they're going to be brought back for the official, right?
Oh, I don't know that.
I would imagine. Why would she go get another 100 people? It's like, we're going to use you as the testers to make sure she can handle it.
I don't know.
And we're going to bring you back in.
Who knows?
Like, why would they go get another new 100? I'm sure they could easily find another new 100, but I mean, why?
Well, they got to find 900 more if they're only using.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got a list of people already pre-qualified, pre-screened. I'm sure they did STD checks and probably criminal background checks and all this bullshit on everybody involved. I mean, you're not going to, I mean, where are they doing this? Is it a hotel in like Switzerland or wherever she's
I'm sure it's
from?
probably like a movie set, kind of like a porn set.
So you think they're filming a movie?
Yeah, probably. They're not going to give out a hotel because the hotel's not going to be okay with that. So it's got to be.
How are they going to know? There's
100 men lined up outside of a door. Like, it's not like she's fucking 2 and then waiting an hour and then 3 more come by. Like, it's like a line. It's a train. It's literally 2 pump chump and then on to the next one. Like, there's they have to knock them out because she's trying to get up to 1,000.
What was the math we did last week? If you did 100 an hour, wasn't it like
less than a minute?
It was like 1 point something.
Like less than a minute. Actually, it's like
to give you time to pump and dump.
It's like 15, 20 seconds or less. Like it's quick. And that includes like the mount and dismount in all of that.
And they're chubbing themselves up like what?
That's what we're saying. Like they're in line, like guys all around them, and they're just sitting there chubbing it up. Like that's just maybe that means that's why they're lonely, because they can just sit there and whack it with all these guys around. I don't know.
Well, I think if they found themselves in that situation as like part of the contestants, so to speak, like how did they find out about it? Was it like an online forum or some type of porn site where they had to click an app or button or something? And now they're like, that was part of their life to begin with. But honestly, I think a lot of those guys would be like, dude, I was chosen.
Yeah, I'm sure great. She posted it like on her OnlyFans page.
I would go bang her, and now they got chosen to go bang her, and now they're sad.
Yeah, no, they're not sad.
That's what the article says.
I'm sure they're walking around. Did they interview any of the guys? No, it was probably the take on somebody else, or maybe one guy was sad because he didn't get his 2 pumps in.
Well, I'm sure they didn't interview 100 of them. Maybe they had a survey afterwards.
How do you feel?
How do you feel after banging the porn star?
Are you upset you couldn't cuddle?
Was she naked, you think? Like completely naked? Or was she like...
Well, at least from the waist down.
Oh, of course. But I'm just saying, was she like in porn mode? Or was she like for the training session? She was like maybe...
I guess it depends on if they're doing some kind of B-reel to the marathon of the 1,000. Like, this is her prepping, and maybe she is naked all the way up. I don't know. Who knows? They don't have that information yet.
Well, we need to find out. We're going to investigate.
We need to call her like we know her.
We're going to find out more as to what's going on here. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the Drinking with Drew show. We are on every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Tonight, this camera right here. This is the inlawwetrust.com camera. This is our sponsored camera. So if you see me on this camera right now, we are on the inlawwetrust.com camera. If you find yourself in need of a divorce attorney, or you want to call an attorney and ask them about divorces in the state of Florida, go to inlawwetrust.com, talk to John DiGirolamo, and he can answer all of your divorce questions. He does personal injury too. If you get into an accident, he can help you out there as well. But divorce, big time. Porge, you want to come up here for a minute? Oh, no, he does not. Okay, never mind. Can you get the two of them on the camera?
Well, I can see Wolf because his head's high. There you go. Oh my gosh. Little wings.
Now, also, you can't see it, but Simon's completely sleeping down here like a big old iceberg.
Like bear rug.
Yeah, he's just a bear on the rug there. So, what do you think about these drones in New Jersey?
I think that I think you maybe posted an article about it, but it's the like flying car place where they're just big drones that you can like sit in and pilot. And I think it's their way of doing a really cheap, like mass campaign to try and get their name out there. Like, same all mysterious. We don't know what's going on. And then they're going to come out and be like, hey guys, it was us all along. Buy your drone.
I am on a group page. I mentioned it on the news, and then I went and found the group page, and it's like New Jersey Drone Spotters or New Jersey Drone something. And it's literally, at this point, it's probably 70,000 people on the page. A lot of them in New Jersey posting about what they're seeing. Now, I will tell you that I've been on the page for about a week now. A lot of what these people are seeing and posting are fucking airplanes and helicopters.
Right.
Like, I don't get it. Like, why they don't understand how to like literally look at it and be like, that's a helicopter. That's an airplane.
Well, some of them even look like the tiny little drones. It's just when it's dark.
Well,
it looks like it could be like a drone in the distance. It could be really big, but if you look at it right, it could be a little one.
100% sure that there are thousands of hobbyists taking advantage of this opportunity to scare the fuck out of people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going out there with their drones. Now, in the beginning of all this, and even to, what people are seeing still, but there's large drones like 6 to 10 feet long and yada, yada, which are bigger drones.
Those are the ones that are armed, right? They have.
Well, I don't know who knows, but that's the one that I posted about where there's companies like Joby who has FAA clearance and a deal with the United States Air Force for a future project for drone taxis, and the military is looking into them to do work with whatever the military wants them for. But those are actually manned drones where you fit 2 people. Maybe some of them fit 4 at this point, but the article I saw was on Charles Schwab, where it actually showed the Joby company meeting with the United States Air Force, talking about their training. They trained people in the Air Force to fly these drones. Those were 2 manned drones.
Can you take the camera and drop it to them? Lower the camera on them. I'm cutting you off just so we can get cuteness. We'll take a screenshot of that later. Okay, back to your drones. By the way, Keller is saying that they're all over the world. They're not just over New Jersey.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. They are over the world.
He's doing something. All you see is his forehead right now. So.
Can you see him?
Yeah, you can see him better. I mean, Monty's nose is cut off, but don't lean it anymore.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
They are now all over the world, but this apparently started in New Jersey. But yeah, they're now all over the world. I think, again, hobbyists are taking advantage of the situation. But the fact that the United States military, the CIA, and intelligence agencies met with senators today in a closed door meeting, something is going on. Now, if you have literally, let's just guesstimate 1,000 military drones working out there to do whatever they're doing, and then you have people coming in behind them and just causing, for lack of a better term, fear and panic, that could be what's happening. I do definitely believe that the military has drones out there, that they are working on something that is beyond what they want us to know. People have speculated that they're looking for weapons and they're looking for radioactive stuff, and who knows what, anything's possible. But they're not going to tell us that. So now you have all these other people getting involved, flying their personal shit, getting in the way and confusing the matter.
Kyle's on, by the way.
What's up, Kyle? Still need my XL Nocturnus AD shirt. We need to get Kyle on in studio with Brad and everybody else. Actually, hopefully Nasty Savage can actually come in the studio, have everybody in here. The problem is it might be short seats. We'll have to figure that out. Have Kyle, Pete, Ronnie, Dave, and Jim. We could technically fit them all in, but we'd have to have like nobody else in the studio.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what's up, Kyle? So I don't know. I think that it's definitely possible that something's going on. I think something is going on, but it's just a matter of now you have idiots getting in the way, causing more panic and more bullshit. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. You're going to break your good camera. Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh, go down. There you go.
She told me to go down again.
I did.
But now my thing fell. So.
My thing fell. That's what she said. No, because you're going to then, the camera's going to be leaning too far forward. Let's not worry about this. Let's keep on with this show.
How about that?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's good. Perfect.
All right. So with that being said, I'm in Florida. We're in Tampa. I haven't seen any weird drones.
No.
Our neighbor has a drone.
Yep.
He flies them professionally.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't even gotten involved in the mix. I actually want to buy a drone now, which I should have bought one like 10 years ago. I actually made some money off of it.
You're spending all your money on the studio.
That's true. My problem is I would go out and I'd buy a drone and then I would spend, $1,000 on a drone and then crash it into a tree.
Right.
Now,
well, there was a few years ago, I was walking. This is when we only had Depot at the time. I was walking around the block and I saw this drone sitting like in a neighbor's driveway. No one was home. It was just in the driveway. I was like, that's kind of weird. Just, kept walking. And then I happened to look on the Nextdoor app and someone's like, has anyone seen my son's drone? He lost it in this area. And I'm like, I'm just going to send a message just in case, because this very much could have been a lost drone that, went out of out of the view and then it fell. And sure enough, I'm like, it's on this road, a couple houses in, it's in the driveway. Let me know if that's it. And she writes back within like 10 minutes, and she was so thankful, because those things are expensive if you get a good one. I think this one had like little cameras on it, but it went outside of its range, so they lost the signal.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I saw a guy at Davis Island literally crash when he literally, it was his first time out, and he had it out Davis Island, and 5 minutes into the flight, he crashed it and destroyed it. So that's I need to buy like one that's like $100.
Super cheap. Yeah.
Learn how to fly it, and then I'll buy the $4,000 one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, Wolfie separated from the bunch.
Yeah, Wolfie got pissed off. He always does that. He doesn't like being close to. I don't know. He gets all.
He's my bud.
Gets all desperate.
Two little noodles.
As far as our weekend was good.
Yeah.
Really fun weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Had some steaks.
Yep.
Had a good time there.
We gave away our second Secret Santa gift of the the season. Our gift of the season, thanks to your cousin Megan.
Yep.
Our gift was a 2025 calendar that was medieval dick pic drawings.
Yep.
And it was great. And of course, guys got stuck with the gifts, which was even more funny.
That's like your go-to gift.
So good. Yeah.
Every time
this year's been,
a guy's ended up with it every time.
Yeah, every time, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah. So we want to give a shout out to our buddy Phil. He's in the hospital. Get well soon, Phil. Went and saw him Sunday. And hopefully he gets out soon. What's on the pamphlet?
Well, you can talk about
I had 2 OnlyFans Thelios on there. So
you did. The other OnlyFans was a Christian girl.
Oh, yeah, the Christian girl. So every time somebody says, I'm a Christian or I'm a Catholic, I know they're a hornball. Like, that's just, Catholics are the biggest hornballs in the world.
I don't think this girl is a virgin because she has an upper thigh pretty much right next to her crotch tattoo.
Well,
and you don't do that if you're, I'm this good little virginal Christian girl. No.
Well, she's offering up her virginity to the highest bidder. So I don't know what the tally is.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a number? Like what?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. That was
I'm saying for you. Like, would there be a number? Like, if
well,
you were
I haven't had my virginity for a really long time, so it'd be really low on the purchase price.
But what would it be? Like for a girl who's, let's say, 16, 17, 18, 19, like women typically use, I know we have to be legal on the show and all.
I would hope that a 16, 17-year-old is not thinking about doing that.
Well, they are, but I'm just saying, like on let's assume for the sake of being legal and on YouTube, an 18-year-old is offering up their virginity to the highest bidder. Now they can go on OnlyFans.
Isn't she an OnlyFans model though?
She is, but she's claiming she's a virgin. And she's offering it up, but she's over 18, isn't she? Like she's over.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But if you can make $1 million on OnlyFans just by showing your boobs and your crotch, I mean, what is the going rate for your virginity? Here's
my thing. I feel like it's one thing to be a porn star because you're both acting. There's people there to keep everything safe. I feel like if you're selling your virginity, you're going to get like rich scumbags that have no respect for women. They're probably going to be nasty and violent. I feel like it would be a very traumatic experience for anyone dealing with this situation. I feel like if you want to say, I'm losing my virginity, say you're losing your virginity and make a porn out of it where you're paid that way, you're compensated that way, but you're also, I'll get to you in a second, you're also safe with people that are around you. Well, as much as you can, but you have to find safe people. But I feel like you really want me to put the camera on you. Hey, Keller. That's you, bro.
This is our, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is our Keller made, I would say the Rowdies edition.
Bobo Rowdy.
Bobo Rowdy. Yeah.
But it's got $1 million. She should sell it for 5 or 10. Like if she's already making $1 million, there's no point in selling it for that number. Like she needs to make more than what she's making.
Okay, and if you're a guy taking a girl's virginity and paying $5 million to do that.
Slim market. Very, very few people can do that.
What type of physical evidence do you need during that transaction to make you feel like she's definitely a virgin?
Yeah, don't know.
Ugh, burping in this mask smells terrible. Whew. Now I know how you feel like in the morning when I'm like, bleh.
Yeah, or when you hotbox the car and you lock the windows and you in the driver's seat because you know I'm stuck in the car. Your little evil laugh.
I did do that to you the other day.
You did.
I totally blew one out, and the car was in like that pre-start stage where you can't operate any of the locks and you can't open the windows. And I blew one out and stuck her to it. It was good. Whew. She hated me for that. I think if I paid $5 million and I had to agree that, or assume that this person is actually a virgin, if I went in and she supermodeled it out and acted like a porn star, I'd be like, you're not a virgin. You fucked 10 guys, or at least 20 or 200. You're acting too much of a pro to be a virgin.
All she has to do to act like a virgin is just lay there and be like, yeah, that hurts.
Exactly. That's my point. Like, it would be the worst sex ever. So why would somebody pay $5 million or even $1 million to have sex with a virgin? Like, what's the pros?
I don't know.
I'd honestly rather have sex with a whore. Like, at least then they're going to give you a good time.
They may kill you, though.
Maybe, but I mean, gonna die having fun. I don't know. I would just, having sex with virgins like the worst sex ever.
It's just those guys that have weird, sick fetishes. They don't care. They would probably just, they probably want her to not move. They probably just want to, like, be in control, and it's probably just their mindset.
Okay.
Oh, I would not put that there.
Don't spill my beer.
I am not moving my arms around until I think it's moved all the way over there.
No.
There you go.
We've already had one very bad incident with beer on the camera switcher.
It survived. It's a fighter.
I mean, allegedly. We don't know that yet. I don't know. Could die out anytime now.
That wouldn't be from me.
All right. Ooh.
We were just burping like crazy.
Yeah. So, Keller, do not burp in any of your masks that you make. Fair warning. Now, Keller has an awesome Iron Man mask and actually costume that he made. It's a whole
costume,
deal.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, actually. He's got the whole thing works. It's like electronic. It comes up, comes down, has the voice thing. It's pretty amazing. So he's got that on his website. Search Keller Sucks Wiener on Facebook.
Should be Keller Customs.
Should
Custom
be. Yeah.
create. Well, you don't want to do a KKK. Never mind.
Never mind.
Disregard.
Keller Custom Creations. Well, okay. Maybe start spelling your name with a C, Keller.
Okay. On to the next one.
Okay. So now they're saying 40% of Americans are okay with the killing of that CEO from the United Healthcare.
I think it's horseshit.
Well, I get it. I understand why people feel that way. And you do have a lot of people that have died in result of denying claims. So I understand why people feel that way. I can't honestly say it doesn't shock me. The media actually posted it up as shocking poll. I'm like, it's not shocking. It's kind of shocking, I guess, that, they're okay with the murder aspect of it. My opinion is the guy was shot in the back, which is kind of a pussy move. If you're he should.
Well, he also shot him in the leg so he couldn't run.
I mean, if that was intentional, who knows? But here's my thing. If you have a problem with somebody, man up to him, nose to nose, and tell him you have a problem with him and square down. He was, in my opinion, kind of a coward.
He ambushed him.
Ambushed him behind his back. Didn't even give him a fighting chance, which people are like, well, he didn't get my uncle a fighting chance, or he didn't give me I get it.
But they're they're also putting all of these deaths on one person.
Well, but
that company is run by hundreds of people, if not more than that have the control to deny claims or set up whatever algorithm they have in their system to deny claims. But there's also other insurance companies too that are doing the same thing. Why are they okay with this one guy dying? Like, it's just super shit.
Well,
I think it's crap.
A lot of flyers going up now with other CEOs.
Right. With Wanted.
It's a sign of our time. I mean, it really is. Shows you how people, feel about the society we live in, and they want to make a voice for themselves, and that's how they're doing it. It is what it is. Maybe, just maybe, it'll make a difference. I don't know. But maybe these insurance companies will make a change because of it. I don't know. I mean, if
they won't, because if they give in to this one time, it's just going to keep on. It's going to keep going. If somebody doesn't like a certain policy for any company, not even just health insurance, they're going to start killing off CEOs or members of that own the company, expecting the same result. No, it's not going to happen.
I agree. We'll see, though. So Kyle says the DoD drones wouldn't have lights, and
that was a while ago.
That's true. I know. I'm going back. I'm reading some comments. The DoD is going to kind of do whatever they want to do. There are some drone operators that said there is no reason ever for a drone to be flown at night unless they were looking for something and using technology to find that something beyond a camera lens, like a sensor or some type of radar detection or something. So laser. And a lot of people are saying they're mapping out the area, looking for something. Who knows? But yeah, I agree. The DoD and even CIA, they wouldn't be using a common drone that has lights on it that you're going to be able to recognize. But all these people in this Facebook group, they're posting airplanes and helicopters. It's like, dude, know the difference. It's so ridiculous. So stupid.
Idiots.
Man. Keller said, turn the pee bucket into a drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He also did show the video of the Iron Man costume from his page.
Yeah. I can probably do that.
Wolfie is not okay with Monty trying to get up on the
I know. He's trying to be a little wimp. But yeah, I agree, Kyle. There's a lot of factors that go into play, and height and what type of drones are being used. If they're that high up, if they're 25,000 feet up, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell it's a plane versus a drone versus a helicopter. But helicopters typically aren't going to be that high, and you're going to have jets flying at a rate where you could tell it's not, like, drones typically are hovering slow and yada yada. And I think these people are just judging the speed of what it's going, what they're seeing. But sometimes if a plane's even flying at you, it looks like it's standing still. So I don't know. I think something's up. They're not going to tell us, but people getting involved and flying their own personal shit in the airspace is also making an issue. And it's not just New Jersey, like Keller said. It's all over the world at this point, and people are taking advantage of this scare tactic and making it a thing. And that's fucking humans, we're idiots. Oh yeah, Kyle has some military experience, so he's got some insight into that. So yeah, and technology. Who knows what they're working on that they're releasing that we don't know about? Again, I know Joby was working with the United States Air Force on their drones to release some new stuff that they're training with, and that's a fact. I saw that on the investment page on Charles Schwab. So I'm like, maybe I should invest in Joby. JOBY, if you're interested. It's like a $7.50 stock right now. It could be way up there in the future. I remember seeing it like 6 months ago. It was like at $2. So it's definitely moving.
Nice.
Yep. I did not invest in it, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure it's going to go up from there.
Maybe. You never know. You never know with stocks. Dave Portnoy makes a stop in Ybor City. He tried pizza. down there. You know, he does the pizza thing. He tries pizzas all around the world in the United States.
He was in Duamici.
He went to Duamici and tried their pizza. What did he give it? He said it was a good pizza.
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I think you said that he confused it with New Orleans or something?
Yeah, he confused it.
He called it Bourbon Street?
Bourbon Street, which I don't know if he was comparing Ybor and saying Ybor is like Bourbon Street, or if he like made a slip and said, I'm at Bourbon Street. I don't know. But somehow Bourbon Street was mentioned in his review. But yeah, Duamici, it's down there. It's an okay pizza. I mean, honestly, I've had much better. I've had it several times.
I think it's delish.
It's okay, but it's not the best.
It's up there.
Apollo Pizza is much better, I think. I mean, Apollo Pizza has some good food. Their pizza is really good. I like crispy pizza, and Duamici's not real crispy.
I like Duamici better than Apollo Pizza.
No
Sorry,
way.
Apollo Beach.
I don't. The slices are bigger.
Yeah,
like you're getting a drunk man slice of pizza when you get down to Ybor. No matter where you go in Ybor, if you get pizza, you're getting a drunk man's slice of pizza.
Right.
And
yeah.
It's usually like 2 slices, basically.
But also, too, when you go there for lunch, they have probably 15 to 20 different types of pizzas that you can get by the slice. Delish. So good.
I like Apollo Pizza. I like a lot of honestly, Sam's Club has a damn good pizza.
That's true.
You know, I mean, it's not the best, but it's for the money you're spending. $9 for a freaking large pizza. It's good. Oh, Willie Jackson, I will come and get some barbecue from you. I will do that. And I'm going to introduce myself when I get there.
You love you some barbecue.
I do love barbecue. Actually, I was going to go get barbecue today on the bike. I was out riding, and sometimes I go way out to State Road 39. I grab barbecue out there just because it's a place to ride. But I do ride the bike out to Apollo Beach pretty frequently, and I grab a cigar and hang out there for a little bit. So I will definitely come see you, man. We'll check you out on Facebook for sure. That would be awesome.
He's over at Jack's Smoke Shack.
Yeah, Jack's
Apollo
Smoke
Beach.
Shack. Thank you, Kyle. I do need that shirt. And trust me, when I said that the shirt shrank, it's not the shirt's fault. I bought a shirt that was too small. Like I said, I was completely drunk that night when I bought that shirt.
Hammered.
I was very hammered. And I was just grabbing shit. I probably wasn't even paying attention. And yeah, it's just not going to fit me. So not the shirt's fault, not the band's fault, definitely my fault, but I will get a new shirt from you. Happy to pay for it. No problem. My fault. She now has a Nocturnus shirt.
I sure do.
For her left boob. Okay. If it's a different design, that's cool too. I'm all for it. I definitely am down to have a new Nocturnus shirt. Cool. Front and back graphic. Guys, check out Nocturnus AD on Facebook. They put on an awesome show at Swarm Fest a couple weeks ago. And man, Michael Brown is still killing it. After all these years, man, that dude still, and people are like singing and drumming. This guy is a singer and a drummer. Don't see that a lot in bands, and he still kills it, man. Nocturnus AD, check them out. We're going to get Kyle in studio soon, I promise. Trying to get, Kyle's also in Nasty Savage. I think he has a third project out there as well. Kyle, pimp out your third project. Honestly, my brain's farting right now.
I think your butt's farting too.
No, not really. Kyle is super talented, fucking awesome bass player. I am working that behind the scenes video. I was actually working on it last night for a while. I've got the ideas laid out. Everything's good. I'm hoping to get it out in January, probably the beginning, mid-January. So I think it'd be cool to get Nasty Savage in studio and get them in here to talk about their studio work and maybe add some of that audio into the video. Talking to Ronnie about that as well. We'll see what we can do with that. Wade Black's Astronomics. Now maybe you told me that, Kyle. Oh yeah, the former Crimson Glory singer. That's yes, for sure. Okay. Yes. And you said you could get him in studio too. That would be cool. I do remember you telling me that. All right, so that'd be cool. Wade Black's Astronomica. Astronomica. I said astronomics. Sorry. All right, I'll get it. Astronomica. All right, Astronomica. Say that again.
Astronomica.
Thank you. All right. That's like when my cousin Mike came on. He tried to tell me his new DJ name. I could not get it. I still don't remember it. What the hell was it?
Oh, God. Now I have brain fart.
He's been Sumatra 71 for years, and he recently changed his DJ name. It's just not sticking with me. Sorry, Mike. It's not that it said I hit my mic. I said, sorry, Mike. And I was actually talking about my cousin Mike. Sorry, Mike. I don't remember the DJ name. But yeah. Okay. Duke University. Now she's saying she lied.
Well, you have to give it.
And she wasn't raped.
She
was
she a stripper or a hooker?
She was somebody I think she hired for their party.
So she was either like a stripper or a hooker that was hired for one of their frat parties. And she claimed that a group of the frat boys raped her. The thing was, sure, they got arrested. They had to deal with all the school stuff. But all the charges were dropped. They got a settlement from the school. They got all this money because she lied about everything. And anyway, I don't know why she's bringing it up now because, sure, it was like a very tough time, I think, for the kids that she accused of rape. But they ended up ahead, I think, in the end.
Well, they were not convicted, but it ruined their lives. I mean, to go through that at their age and the whole, even the accusations, and that's like,
yeah,
the way things are now, and even back then.
But that was before social media, really.
The coverage of her, the fact that she lied, is not getting nearly as much attention as the original accusations. And that's how our media fucking sucks in this world, is you're accused of something, it's on every page, front page, it's on every story, top of the hour. If you're not convicted, like one or two people talk about it. And that sucks. You know what I mean? So I think that there should be, in my opinion, everybody loves freedom of press. Okay, I get it. Freedom of press, freedom of press. But if you're not convicted of something, maybe chill the fuck out, press. And I think, and just the work that I do criminal defense work for attorneys. I'm a private investigator. I do a ton of criminal defense work where the cases we work are thrown out, they're tossed, they're found not guilty, all that shit, but they still have their mugshot. They still have the charges on the clerk of court's website. Oh no, you have to expunge it. Well, they expunge it, but then they go get a job 5 years later and that record is still popping up because the private data collectors have already collected the data and they can't get rid of it. If you think you can go and expunge your record and have it never be found, you're fucking fooling yourself.
And also too, I think the whole expungement thing, if the charges are dropped against you because there's not enough evidence or that person lied, that should automatically come off your record. It's one thing if you got like a DUI and you did like a no contest. What is like it's you can get like certain things like expunged later on.
Well, no,
but I feel like you should be able to just have that off of your record if you're found not guilty because you're only allowed one.
Well, if you're arrested and in the null pros, the state they decide not to follow, it's still in the clerk of courts as an arrest.
Right, but I think they should take that off automatically.
I agree, but they make you go through Florida Department of Law Enforcement, do an expungement or a seal, depending on the situation. But here's the problem. I own a data collection company. All right. I provide background checks. I provide information for clients and yada, yada attorneys who hire me for investigative purposes. I use a data dump system, which means if somebody is arrested, companies buy that information from every 30, 60, or 90 days, depending on their contract. They buy that information from the clerk of court's website and it's dumped into a private system. So if you're arrested, the companies buy that information, dump it into their system, and then later you get your record expunged and it's deleted from the sheriff's office website. It's deleted from the clerk's office website, but it's not deleted from that company's data dump system. So TransUnion, they're a data dump system. They have tons of records. LexisNexis. Is it Lexis? I can never fucking say. LexisNexis. Going to add a little LexisNexis. They are a data dump
your Love
system.
Shack voice.
Yep. Love Love Shack is a little low place where we can. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to throw the word throuple in there.
Whew. Yeah, TLO. I am a database user. So TLO, TransUnion, all those places are data dump systems. And you're absolutely right that they are going to have expunged records in their system. So that being said, I think these kids were they juveniles when that happened?
They were college students.
College students.
So they were adults.
So their records, I mean, I don't know if they got them expunged, but I guarantee you that their data is somewhere in those data private, the data dump system somewhere. But I just think it's bullshit, man. For somebody to come back after this much time. And then remember, this lady, she's in prison. She's in prison.
Manslaughter?
Yeah, she's
Murder?
in prison. So she's serving time, and all of a sudden, because she wants to be paroled, she's coming out and giving, oh, now I'm religious. I'm cutting the clean slate. This is my forgiveness coming out. I'm sorry to ruin people's lives like that. And I'm adamant about this because I work cases like this all the time for sexual assault cases. And I had one, my last one, it was a dentist that was accused of sexual assault, and literally the girl claimed it because her boyfriend found out. And once her boyfriend found out, now it was rape. That kind of stuff. If you are lying about a sexual assault, first degree felony, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. It's bullshit. They really need to enforce. Oh, we're going to charge you with falsifying a police report. No, fuck that. That's a misdemeanor. You are literally fucking with people's lives, their business, their relationships. Fuck that. Life in prison. Fuck them.
Well, rape isn't life in prison, but
I'm just telling you right now, if depending on the age, it can be. But I'm just saying, if you are accusing somebody of that type of shit and you are lying your ass off, fuck you.
You should definitely get prison time, at least jail time.
At least. Prison time. Jail time's 1 year. Prison.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, fuck that. Prison. And I'm a very lenient guy. I do criminal defense work. But I'm just saying, you lie about that, fuck you. All right. I'm going to try to find, if I can, I want to find Keller's work. Fill in for me.
You want to just pull something off the list? We only have one more thing on the list, unless you have more lists somewhere.
Keller, I'm searching your page. I see some wieners on there. A lot of buffalo shit. Hey, I see some Drinking with Drew stuff. Show camera 8. There it is. I see a lot of Drinking with Drew stuff.
Yeah.
But that's old. That's from August 29th.
That's when we sent it.
I know, but he posted his Iron Man stuff. Oh, is this it? Okay. Yeah, here it is. Let me get it big. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Why isn't it getting big?
That's what she said.
Well, I'm pressing the fucking big. Oh, there it is.
Switch here in the chin that I can hit with my chin.
All right, let's go back. Now what happened? Now it's not.
It's got to do the little...
Electronics of the Iron Man helmet. They are all done. You can see the lights are on. Let me turn this light off. Lights are on in the helmet. And a switch here in the chin that I can hit with my chin while wearing the helmet and open it up.
I like the sound.
Hit it again and it closes. Lights come on. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back with more when it's all done.
It's
later.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's badass. And I mean, I don't know how long Keller, I don't think he's maybe 2-3 years, but he's got the laser printer. And yeah, check this one out. Oh.
Make it big.
Make it big. Hold on.
Chest. All right, here you go, dudes. It's as far as I got it on the mannequin right now, just the chest. There's the chest arc light coming on. The helmet lights are on. And I'll go in closer so you can see some of the detail.
It's so cool.
I'm an awesome motherfucker. Then, cool part about the helmet is if I'm wearing it, there's a little switch that opens it up.
Now, what's that? It's a light
And the
bulb.
lights go off.
Oh,
and then
it's the
if I hit
mannequin
it with my chin again, closes, lights come back on.
That's so cool.
Yep. Good stuff. So, yeah, he did my Mandalorian Rowdy's helmet earlier, probably last year, right?
Well, you have the shield and you have the arm guards, too.
Oh, yeah, he gave me the full shebang. Like, I have the chest, the back, the fucking missiles, and, yeah. So he did the whole thing with me. Yeah, it was awesome. So that was very cool. I just wanted to show his new
Awesome
updated work. Yeah, because he's I don't know, Keller, how long have you been doing this? I want to say 2 years. I could be completely wrong. Maybe you've been doing it 10, but it doesn't seem like you've been doing it too long to be doing this type of advanced fucking stuff. So
you're talking about how long has he been doing the 3D printing?
The 3D printing. But, you know, he hangs around, gets stoned, and makes shit out of plastic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Do you think this lady who just got arrested for talking to an insurance rep on the phone and saying the 3 words, is she going to get convicted?
I don't know if she's going to get convicted. I think it was very stupid on her part because it was so fresh in the news and everyone knows the 3 words. What is it?
Deny, depose.
Obviously we know the 2 words.
Dick, deny, depose.
We know the words. Delay. Yeah.
Delay, deny, depose. Yeah.
So everyone knows the words. Like, even if I didn't know, like, it took us a while to get all 3. But if you said those words, I would know exactly what you were talking about with no other context but those 3 words. So the fact that she's dumb enough to say that after they just murdered a guy in cold blood. But it's a threat. It's a viable threat on a recorded line. Like, she's an idiot.
I disagree, though, because if you're talking to a lady, who knows where the hell she's at? Is she in a different state? Is she? And who knows?
But this guy was from California.
Okay.
So he was in a different state too. But it doesn't matter.
In order for a threat to be a threat, you have to have the willful wanton intent. That's per statute in Florida. The willful wanton intent to commit the threat and the ability to carry out the threat.
So they arrest her, and then they have to figure out, okay, she did the threat. I'm sure she has the means to get elsewhere, and I'm sure she's pissed off enough to go shoot somebody. But whether or not she's going to be convicted, it's probably going to be like reduced to something smaller. But she's an idiot. She's a grown ass fucking woman. She should have known better than to say those words.
I don't know. I disagree. I think she's going to get a null pros. I don't think they're going to file on it. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I want to show a little bit of this, and maybe it's premature.
A lot of your stuff is.
No, I don't want to show that part. Hang on. All right, this is just a tidbit, okay? And I probably shouldn't be showing this.
Just the tip?
Yep. Hang on, let me see if I can.
You're gonna make it bigger?
Yeah.
It's gonna be my saying now. Make it bigger.
Pretty silly and childish, but I mean that's, to me, that made that music video. That was the coolest part of the video.
I don't even know if we didn't even consider another band. It was almost just like, it's got to say Nasty Savage. It's just what it's going to say. And, you know, the cartoons are cool for us because I hate being in front of a camera like this right now.
Yeah.
I hate doing videos. It's just not fun for me.
John Tardy, Donald Tardy.
But the cartoons are just a great way for us to express things that we like to do. And just getting to include you guys. The cartoon images just make you laugh so hard when you see, especially friends of yours, you know, and you get to turn them all into cartoons, and we can do anything we want. You know, we can rip each other.
This is an exclusive, by the way.
And, you know, and just anything.
John and Donald Tardy of Obituary talking about Nasty Savage, and this is in the behind the scenes video that's coming up in January.
That you wanted to do. So the cartoons are absolutely fun to do. You should see the size of DT's nose in some of the ones. There's this one where we're on the beach and we're all just shredded and ripped, but he's grabbing sunblock because we were, it's a big long story if you haven't seen the cartoons. But
man, this is going to be a great video. I want to do, this is kind of, again, not complete.
Like Keller's been doing 3D printing for 5 years.
Yeah, he said 5 years, yeah.
Well, you didn't say it.
Yeah. Short clips. I'm going to do some short clips, okay? This is just
And Nasty Savage was a big part of the beginning.
There's no other bands in the world that sound like Nasty Savage.
You didn't do too bad of a job with the singing with your old ass.
That's so great. So expect that out soon, man. This is going to be awesome. So Obituary is going to be in the behind the scenes video that we're doing.
What?
Yep. So look out for that coming up soon. It's going to be an awesome video. Still working on it. Relax, everybody.
He works on it a lot. He's like fine tuning it.
I do. She gets sick of it because every time I'm
no,
on the
I'm not. I don't get sick of it. I'm just. He likes to. He will literally be working, not even on this video. He'll be working where there's no sound. It's just him doing his normal work, just the computer. He'll have something random on the TV that he's not even watching, and I'll play like some stupid video on my phone, and he gets so annoyed. He grabs the remote and he turns the volume all the way up on the TV because he's like, I don't like the two sounds. I'm like, then turn the TV down. You're not even watching it.
That's the worst ever.
Like,
That's the worst ever. When you have somebody listening to their phone audio and scrolling through all these fucking apps and you're trying to do something, drives me nuts. That's why you should never have roommates.
All
right.
Or two girlfriends.
That's true. Can you imagine?
It's time for Booter Bay!
You're making me a little sick.
Boo. Boo.
Oh,
Bang.
I'm a little premature.
Boo. Booter bang. Boo. Bang. Boo. Booter bang.
I think I'm gonna boot because she's missing teeth.
All right.
Why is that?
Tonight we only have one booter bang.
Wow.
Only one booter bang.
Okay, guys, we need you in the comments since it's just me doing this. So chime in, please.
Maybe,
all
man.
of yous.
Maybe.
All of yous.
Once they find out about it, maybe they want to participate. I don't know. Here we go.
Okay, I will keep my eyes closed so you can't say I'm cheating and looking before you're
I
ready.
appreciate it. Now, this is a local story out of Florida.
Okay.
St. Petersburg, Florida. A Bayfront hospital nurse has been arrested for allegedly stealing a credit card and checks from a patient, according to Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. The 23-year-old was arrested Saturday after investigators says they wrote a $5,000 check and forged the signature of the patient.
Was the patient old and like on their deathbed?
Yeah, they were able to file charges.
Okay.
They also allegedly used Langford, who is the victim, his credit card for sports betting and other purchases. The victim claims that the stolen amount was less than $10,000. Orlando Health sent Fox 13 a statement regarding the allegations. Orlando Health's number one priority is the health and safety of patients, team members, and visitors. We take allegations of misconduct seriously and have launched an internal investigation. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement. Now, who gives a fuck? The dude was arrested. I'd be like, obviously you lost your fucking job.
The dude.
Huh? What did I say?
The nurse is a male?
Oh, I don't know that.
You just said dude lost his job.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general. Whether he lost it, if you lose
So there's no name?
If you lose your job, who cares what they're saying? Like they could be like, "Oh, we're conducting an investigation."
Oh, yes, true.
But who
Did they say a
cares
name?
because you now have a felony.
Did they say a name?
I'm keeping it to myself
Well, that's not
because
fair.
that might give away some information.
So you're going to say it's like a Pat, not a male or a female.
It's a Pat, sure.
It's a Pat.
Maybe.
Well, in that case, boot.
What? Okay. Lisa's not on yet, which I'm concerned because she told me she was on her way home at 7:53. She should be here. I'm concerned.
She meeting Joe today?
She was.
She did?
Oh my God. I don't know if it was today, but Joe said he would be in New York on Monday. I forgot to mention that. And I told Joe we might call him. Yeah, he was supposed to be in New York on Monday.
No. Keller says bang.
Keller is banging. All right.
Kyle's booting.
Kyle is booting.
Yeah.
All right. We need something from our new guest.
I don't know if he knows the rules.
All right. Let me explain the rules for our new people chiming in. Willie Jackson.
If you want to play along.
If you want to play along, boot or bang. You're going to decide based on our short synopsis of the scenario if you're going to boot this person or bang them. Boot them out of bed or bang them. I'm not saying you have to have a relationship with them.
One and done.
I'm just telling you, based on the story, are they crazy enough to have a good time in bed? And that is boot or bang. All right, so we have one boot, one bang.
No, 2 boots because I said boot.
Oh yeah,
because I'm not banging a pat.
Oh, that's right. You didn't cheat.
I did not cheat.
Okay. Maybe I can give you. Last name is Duckworth.
Boot.
You're booting. Last name is Duckworth. What's wrong with that?
It just sounds like one of those family names where they marry cousins and have kids with sisters and brothers. Okay. I think we're good.
You sure?
I don't see any more.
I'm going to call Lisa. Make sure she didn't get beat up on the subway.
Jesus, don't put that out there. We have a brief pause while we
Maybe she got abducted
Lisa.
by a drone.
Please leave a message and I will return your call.
Maybe there was an issue with the subway. Maybe the subway got stopped for some reason. Okay, show the picture of the pat.
All right, here is Trenton Duckworth. And Laura's like, damn it.
No, I'm not.
What?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
My decision is correct.
You think?
Yeah.
Most women want to bang.
No, I mean, he overdoes his eyebrows. His hair looks like he just got caught in a windstorm.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he has going for him is he got a really strong jawline. That's about it.
Me too.
Well, you can't see yours.
Why?
Yours is hidden under that hair.
Jawlines are up here.
Those are not jawlines. Those are bags.
No, they're not. Those are jawlines. Whatever.
Yeah. So I'm okay with my decision.
Okay. Let's try to reach Joe real quick. I'm a little concerned about Lisa. His is probably going to go straight to voicemail too.
Candy and Jason are on.
Candy and Jason. That means him and Brad are done.
Bag or bang, Kyle. Maybe they're both stuck in the subway.
This is what we got going on.
Leave a message.
Yeah, boy.
At the tone, please record your...
I was going to leave him a message.
Oh, I just didn't want you talking on it.
I was officially going to leave him a message. All right.
Okay. Booter bang.
Booter bang is done.
Well,
we only have one.
Sorry, guys. There's no smoking hot chicks.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, Candy Jason said no, they're still working.
Oh, they are?
Well, I'm assuming they mean Joe and Chrissy.
Oh. No, they meant, Brad and...
Oh, okay, they're still working. Okay.
Brad and Jason are still working.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Okay.
I thought because we were trying to call Joe. They were talking about Joe and Chrissy.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all we have then.
I know.
I'm a little upset.
I know.
Okay. We can call Kyle.
What time is it? How long have we been going on for?
An hour.
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to jam out and give them a little 5-minute sesh? Do some creative, original.
Sure. Let's do that.
Originals don't.
Kyle wasn't on when I was jamming earlier.
No, he wasn't. I don't know what happened to George. He's missing. He's MIA. Give him a ball back. Here, we'll do this. Oh, no, that's the missing one. Where are you going? No. Thought you had to pee again. I was like, breaking the seal. Check your pocket.
Pocket where nobody can pocket.
I don't know how he does it. He will have everything working fine, and then he turns it off, and when he turns it back on, it doesn't work all the time.
Can you hear it?
Just fine.
Ask Kyle if he can hear it.
Kyle,
He's
can
the music
you
professional.
Hear it?
If he can hear it, then I'll say it's okay.
Oh, by the way, your cousin Mike is DJ Verloke.
Verloke, is he on?
He is commenting. He's saying it's
Verloke.
after a classic musical style, Baroque, I'm assuming it's pronounced, since it's B-A-R, and then the rest is the same. And it's known for being dramatic, energetic, and grandiose.
I get it. I just can't remember it. And I'm
Right.
sure once I get it in my head and I see it written a few times, I will
Verloke.
get it. But he's been Sumatra 71 for 20 years.
His handle still is.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Kyle can hear you just fine.
Hey, Kyle, how about some old school artistic butchery?
There you go.
Now, I haven't played that in 20 years, but I'm a little drunk. But that was a little sloppy session. I don't think Kyle remembers that part. That was called...
He says, yes! And he says, love the guitar.
Yeah, Slayer Kerry King, man. From Dean. From Dean. I got one little pubic hair sticking out that from the E string that I didn't clip. Need to clip it. Yeah, so I don't remember a lot of artistic butchery, unfortunately. I do remember some. This was one that Mike probably remembers, called Dying Hope.
Oh.
Dying hope, dying hope. Good to see your brain through a microscope. Dying hope, dying hope. I don't remember the rest.
It's so good.
So artistic butchery went through a few phases. That was the beginning. Actually, we used to be called Rage, way like in the very first stages of the band. And Dying Hope was a Rage song. And that was kind of like when we were, just more almost like aggressive, like almost punk. So Dying Hope was one of those songs. Dying Hope. I can't even sing and do it at the same time. Dying hope, dying hope. Can see your brain through a microscope. Dying hope, dying hope. Something about that and then die. I don't know. Yeah. That was a song, the intro of a song we did that we recorded at Mortar Sound Studios. That I can't remember the ending.
Lisa just texted, she's fine.
Oh, good.
She's asking if we were still online. I said, you were jamming out for a bit.
She missed the whole show, though. Where's she been?
She can go back and watch it. That's why they're online. Shit, a holiday party.
My influence from back in the day was Nasty Savage. Go figure. Slayer, Testament. Deicide. So a lot of our stuff was very, you play 4 measures and you change to something else. So when you have a song with, 10,000 different parts and you are now 50 years old, you can't remember all the parts. Now, our bass player, Matt Newman, that motherfucker can remember every goddamn part of every song we ever played. And he'll send me videos of him playing, and he's also an excellent guitar player. He'll send me videos of him playing his guitar and his bass of stuff that I can't even begin to remember how to play. So he is, his memory. And what's weird is he didn't even smoke weed when we were kids. Like, we smoked every day.
That's why he can remember.
He didn't smoke anything. Maybe, but I mean, I know people that smoke and they remember everything. I would love to learn some Nasty Savage. I want Dave and Pete to come over and show me some Nasty Savage licks. Maybe Kyle can. Maybe Kyle can show me some roasts. Little Jason Stallworth.
You're going to lose all your money. It's all going to go to Jason.
Used to find yourself down. I'm probably playing it way too fast, by the way. Anywho.
All the dogs have migrated.
Yeah.
They found Wolfie again.
All right.
That George is literally looking right at you.
He is.
Watching you play.
He is. What's up?
And you've serenaded Monty and Wolfie to sleep.
I know. I know something I haven't played in a long time. I want to try to play.
Is it going to be copyrighted? Copyrighted.
No, that was a very cheesy version of Eruption. I'm sorry, but I haven't played it in a long time. I want to see if I can still at least halfway pull it off.
I hope you were one key off so that you don't get copyrighted. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, we'll probably get dinged either way. But Keller probably remembers Dying Hope because he was around back in those days. Keller was one of the original guys from the Artistic Butchery days that we were playing a lot of those old school things. Kyle, old school.
Old school Kyle.
Old school Kyle. Woo! Show the wings.
Oh my gosh. Look at that little tail going. Little monkey tail. Look at
about jumping up here.
Oh gosh. No, it'll be awful. He's going to come find us.
Yep, I woke him up. So what did Lisa say? She was at a Christmas party?
Yep.
Unacceptable.
Office party.
Unacceptable. Unless she's bringing me presents. She missed her whole opening show, Lisa.
Whole opening show? She missed the whole show.
Whole show, technically.
Whole show.
We've been on for almost 2 hours. All right, but we do have to go. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I do want to go to Apollo Beach. I'm going to try that barbecue. Give me the name again.
I'm getting it. It's Jack's
Smoke Shack.
Smoke Shack.
Yeah. Jack's Smoke Shack. I want to check that out. I love me some barbecue. So we're going to give that a shot.
Yeah.
But yes, Lisa, I feel bad that we're leaving, but I mean, it's me
you
and
have
Laura.
A great show to go back and watch.
We went through the pamphlet. Yeah, I mean,
he has not succeeded in talking me into a throuple. He tried.
I mean,
he tried.
It's always next week. Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to talk him and everybody else on the show into doing fun holiday party tricks, games, funny things.
What? Oh, they want to do the hot dog swing?
He sent it to me and then he forgot about it. So I remembered and I'm going to do it. It's where you like tie the string around your waist and then there's a long string attached to that with a hot dog on the end of it. No. And you got to like fling it and then first person to catch it in their mouth wins.
Yeah. So next week it's going to be
slinging dongs.
It's slinging wieners. I think Candy is going to be in studio too, if I'm not mistaken.
She says that she'll be here, but she does not want to be on camera. So she's going to be the silent, not even silent, the invisible commenter in the corner if she decides to talk at all. I told her she can have the karaoke
We're going to
mic.
get her to talk. We'll talk.
We'll put the Mandalorian mask on her and then she can
So
talk.
it'll be Jason Stallworth, Brad Mater, Candy, who is Jason's wife, and Lusty Laura, myself. Maybe somebody else will pop in if they're bored. We do have an extra seat available. We'll see how it goes.
He says you talked to Joe earlier.
Oh, really? Did he drop his stuff off yet? Are you in possession of a Drinking with Drew show shirt?
And stickers.
And
stickers. I forgot the koozie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll mail it to you.
Damn it. That was the whole point. So we wouldn't have to mail stuff.
A koozie I can just stick in an envelope.
I never. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Love you all.
It's been a sloppy show. We apologize.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
We had to work it out tonight. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's doing their thing. I didn't want to cancel the show. Thank you for inlawwetrust.com. Johnny DiGirolamo, if you're in the need for an attorney, check him out. Specializing in divorce. He does also do personal injury.
And thank you to Wolfie.
Wolfie, thank you for hanging out. Oh my God.
Good boy.
Nope.
And George.
With his mummy.
And Simon is coming around.
Yeah.
And Monty's behind us too.
Yeah.
So
yep.
We gotta get them out of the studio before they wreck it. Oh, there's Simon. And there's Monkey. His little head's poking. Look at his little face. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So unique night. We have all the fucking dogs in here and
you act like you didn't enjoy it.
All right. Talk to you next week. It's a Drinking with Drew show.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
All right, everybody. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show. Check us out every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spread the word, spread the love. Check us out on all of our socials. Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Humble Social. Big thank you to our sponsor, inlawwetrust.com. We'll see you next week.